Your budget's been slashed, but you're still expected to get the same results. It's a challenge that marketers pretty much everywhere are facing. Hi, I'm Raphael from AppsFlyer, and today we're going to talk about app remarketing in an economic downturn. So how can you carry on getting results without having to convince your finance guys you need more budget? You make app remarketing a priority in your marketing strategy. That's how. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 2 key reasons why remarketing is a no-brainer during economic uncertainty. Then I'll take you through the 5 things you should be doing to make sure your strategy is a raging success and bringing the results you need. Firstly, did you know that app remarketing to people who have already interacted with you is at least 5 times more cost effective than attracting new users? Add in the fact that conversion rates for a remarketing campaign are often higher, and you can see we're already talking less spend for better results. Bonus. The second reason you should use app remarketing is that 1 in 2 apps are uninstalled by users just 30 days after they were downloaded. Quite a depressing stat, hey? In marketing, we call that customer churn, and I'd say that if you can fight that, you're well on the way to increasing your bottom line. If you don't capitalize on remarketing, just how many users could you be losing? If you can nurture happy, loyal customers, that's got to be a big win for your brand and your wallet. So now you know why it's important. Let's dive into the 5 tactics you can use to make your remarketing efforts your next big success, starting with personalization. Did you know that 88% of users are completely cool with sharing their data with you if they know you'll give them a better and more personal experience? A send-all approach to remarketing isn't going to build trust, so instead you need to slice up your audience and send the messages that matter to each group. Each message will be different. But how can you split them up? Look at things like demographics, lifetime value of customers, past usage of your app, then talk to the unique needs and wants of each of the groups. And listen, us humans have a short attention span and we don't like wasting time and energy trying to find stuff online, which brings us to tactic 2, deep linking. Deep linking is a key ingredient for your remarketing strategy. It's a bit like reading a map versus a really clever sat-nav. We're not all good at following directions and would much prefer to be taken straight to where we need to be without the extra stress. So for app remarketing, that means landing users exactly where they want to be inside your app. So remember, wherever you're talking to them, whether it's your website, on emails, or from your socials, use deep linking to take them straight to the specific app screen that corresponds with your campaign. One brand that nails deep linking is the almighty Amazon. You've probably experienced it. In fact, I know you have. So you know when you put things in your basket and then get distracted and move on to something else? We all do it. Well, Amazon pays attention and sends us an email that takes us straight back to our abandoned basket. And voila, a percentage of us will make the purchase. Pretty clever, right? Now on to tactic number 3. Gamification isn't just for gaming apps. It's actually an engaging way to get the attention of your users by adding in a bit of fun. And who doesn't want a little more fun in their lives, right? Using the element of gaming, things like point scoring or a little competition between users, encourages people to get involved and re-engage with your app in a way that feels easy. Let's just go straight to a really cool example, as that will show you exactly why gamification is worth thinking about. The WeBus travel app launched scratch card ads to re-engage their users, followed by a week-long flash sales campaign. The results were impressive. They saw a 27% increase in sales and a 15% incremental lift in purchases in the following months too. Let's move on to tactic number 4. We're all in marketing here, so you'll already know that loyal customers are every brand's dream. Tactic 4 is all about the feels. We're only humans, and when the brands we love give us something, it makes us feel special. Makes sense, doesn't it? But let's not just take my word for it, and let's back it up with some numbers. One brand survey found that a whopping 87% of consumers were more likely to buy from a brand that made them feel rewarded. You heard that right, 87%. So if you know creating some kind of loyalty program equals happier and more engaged customers, it's worth doing, right? You could of course think about rewarding points for purchases or discounts on future orders, but you could make your program even smarter. Check out Nordstrom's Nordy Club. They not only rewarded their customers with loyalty points, but they created a members perk where users could customize their style preferences to make shopping even easier. Their results were awesome. Nordy Club members actually spent 4 times more each time and shopped 3 times more often. Can't argue with that. Moving on to the final tactic, creative testing. Let's go back and remember the fundamental rule in life. We're all human and we don't all like the same things. What does that mean for us marketers? Well, it means that we need to test different creatives to see which ones work and which ones don't. Where one creative falls flat, another might fly. So you want to know exactly where your budget is best spent. We'll keep this one simple. It's just about getting the right combination of message, visuals, call to action, and content type. So try a few. Think video versus stills on your socials, serious versus tongue-in-cheek messages. Just make sure you're measuring them all to see what your users like best. Now, I know there's an elephant in the room here. The iOS privacy changes have had a major impact on our ability to measure our marketing activities, and we now have limited user level data, so we have to use aggregated data instead. Now, unfortunately, this does mean that using paid remarketing strategies on iOS isn't as viable as it once was. But not all is lost. You can still use owned media strategies like push notifications, email, and your social channels. Also, Google's Gbraid solution allows remarketing on iOS, and that's a big source of inventory. But overall, shifting your focus to Android users for paid remarketing is much more likely to bring you the returns you're looking for. Now, I could go into much more detail, but the point I wanted to make here is we're still learning. New things are coming all the time, and watch this space as the industry changes and new frameworks for measuring are adopted. So there you have it, 5 ways to supercharge your app remarketing as we navigate through recession. If you have any questions, drop them here in the comments and we'll get them answered for you. In the meantime, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel as we have a ton more videos just like this, created to help you get better app marketing results. Thanks for watching and see you next time.